Well, sorry I couldn't do my live tonight. I was feeling, and I still am feeling, absolutely terrible physically. So I didn't want to do that to you guys, but I still wanted to be here for you. So this is your weekend insight on life and love for September 12th and 13th, 2020, also being timeless. So wherever you're pulled to this in time, this might have some sort of a message for you. And again, I'm sorry I'm not doing the live tonight. I just really don't feel that well. And I was guided to do the Rider Waite. This is a general collective message. Don't force it to fit if it doesn't fit. If you have questions about booking your own personal reading, that's going to be in the email below. And you can find me on any social platform. So definitely reach out and DM me. Ask questions about the sale that's going on. The coronavirus sale is extended and it's been amazingly fun. So this being said, let's look at this. This is definitely involving some sort of deep soulmate energy, but while that is still the case, huge karmic lesson, tough decision to make, absolutely. You can love and care about someone to the ends of the world, but it looks like there's a point coming where you have to see if you are able to pull away from a situation that while you love the person that's in this and what this is about or the situation, you might have to stop defending it, let it be what it is, let it be where it is in time and step away, because the more you hold on to this, the more that it looks like it's hurting you and giving you this massive strain of rejection, or feeling of rejection actually, but the more you try to hang on to this emotionally, mentally, obviously physically, the more that this is going to hurt. It's a huge karmic lesson. Just because it is that doesn't mean that the love and care dissipates from this. This is, again, coming out of nowhere, and it seems like it's happening rather fast. It's just like something just did a switch flip. But what are you going to do with this? So this is the base part of the reading. As I'm looking at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. There is a light at the end of the tunnel in this one. After you've made the choice, what you're going to do with this, it seems like you finally start to see some results. And it's starting to take that pain and pressure off of you. So, while this is happening, there's a few things that are being, well, it's working underway. All right, so this is apparently a huge karmic lesson. If you heard that ding, that might be some sort of validation for you. We have the Devil in reverse, Capricornian energy. I'm a Capricorn rise, so I know how we can seem. I'm a Virgo sun, so really. We have the Chariot in reverse. All right. God, you're getting rid of what feels like an emotional turmoil on your part, but it's still feeling like you lost. I mean, you're getting your freedom, but that comes with a great sense of loss too. This hurts. This is unfair feeling. Sometimes when you lose, you win, even though it doesn't feel like it at times. We have the King of Wands. That one's upright, thank God. All right, set your sights out further. Have higher standards. Yeah, have higher standards. Oh, well, isn't that special? And again, we have this. That's really seemingly why you're walking away from this, why you're making this painful, heartbreaking decision. It feels like you lost because there's no way that you're going to have a heads up in the situation that you can see. You have to have higher standards for yourself. I mean, this can't be you running the whole show on this. Somebody needs to step up, and they actually need to, respect has to be the absolute basis of this. But somebody who even is trying, it's really an ending of a cycle in your life. You are really ripping off the Band-Aid. This is an emotionally intense. It feels like ripping off the Band-Aid. It's an emotionally intense time for you. Definitely feels like some sort of a death. You didn't want to make this choice, but it kind of held your hand on this one, or pushed your hand. Yeah, pushed your hand. See, I would not be okay on the live tonight, but again, I really want to be there for you. Again, this is the weekend insight on life and love for September 12th and 13th, and also timeless. So if you're a poultice at some sort of point in time, this might have a message for you. And if it doesn't, don't force it. I feel a sneeze coming on. Let's see. Okay, it feels like the decision's been completely taken away from you. That's another disheartening thing about this. You had no other choice. There was no way that you were going to get on top of this situation, and whatever's on the oppositional side of this, it feels very emotionally manipulative. The boy who cried wolf, or the girl who cried wolf. We're not hanging on genders. We also have the Seven of Swords in reverse. You were never going to be able to get away with this connection where it's at right now. All the swords are in reverse. This is very fast-moving, fiery energy. So this, since it's in reverse, I'm getting that it's not going to be something where it's easy to heal from at all. You are at such a point of indecision, lost, and just really filled with a ton of doubt in this. You're being shown what you're made of. Huge strength training time. I feel like if I combine all these, we have the strength card, but we also have the moon that's standing out to me in this, and it's hollowed out. It's basically like a new moon. So this, a lot of information coming to the surface on this, but it really feels like information about yourself and your current sense of strength. You didn't think that you were going to be able to get through this. How could you, go through such a time without this person at your side? You are going to be shown exactly how that came to be and how you're going to be able to even thrive through this. So you'll be shown just how much of a warrior and survivor that you are. It's not something that you actively want to face, but again, you're being forced to face it, so you're going to rock it. Okay. Come on, Spirit, out with it. What's coming up to be healed for the collective right now? My allergies, I have sneeze coming. I have 8 cats. I know. I'm not quite the crazy cat lady. I'm just kind of, a little eccentric with that one. Actually, my son's been rescuing some strays. Turns out I'm allergic to cats now, but I'm not getting rid of them because, well, no. What's coming up to be healed for you? And again, if it doesn't resonate, don't force it. You can always ask questions about booking your own personal reading. Freedom. You have really got to see how much freedom you actively have in every situation. You literally can do anything on the planet. Well, again, I'm not condoning any sort of law breaking or violence. Let me just put that one very clearly out there. You have the freedom to be who you are and do what you want and not hold up to anyone's expectations and or constructs. You're finding your own sense of harmony. You're finding your beautiful sense of power and making your own tune in life. This is divinely pushed on you. So we have the solar plexus, this sacral chakra. This is dealing with sensual energy, passionate energy. Sorry about that. So we're dealing with new forms of intimacy that's coming in. We have newfound freedom and harmony. So what else is coming up in you to be healed? Good God, these allergies are kicking my butt. Emerging. Come out wherever you are. Your true self absolutely needs to be shown. This is your new beginning. Which, I get it. Nobody ever really wants to have a new beginning, all right? So it's scary when we start over. It's heart-wrenching when things come to a close in our life, and we never truly anticipate the gravity of the situations in our life that are closing. You have to be as you are, come out as you are, and I think that you have to find out who you are in doing this, because like a lot of readings that I've been doing, it's you breaking the social construct, something that is truly not resonant with you. So let's see, your new beginning. You are being taught how to be fearless and unapologetically authentic. I always have a hard time turning off the notifications on that device. All right, so we got what's coming up to be healed. If you stay on this path, what can you expect? No lies, complete unbridled truth, which in some way, shape, or form will make you seem unreachable, distant, but it's not. Just you're not wasting the time and trying to communicate to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You hold in your pocket your best tool. Perseverance. I know how cheesy that sounds. It's not lost on me. But you have been forced to see every single ounce of your strength, and this finding yourself, you know, pushing through moments that you never thought that you would get through. And now you have this new sense of life force. And now, since you've seen so many people's true colors, you've been seen in so many dire instances, now all you have with you is your strength and your truth. And nothing can really stand up against that. You are truly a fighter and a warrior in this. And you are distant to people who are just not going to make any sort of effort in their life. And this, I wouldn't even want you to step back. I mean, of course, you can always keep that door open and let them know, you know, what's on the other side of this. But I always say in every reading, you can't live someone's life or potential for them. You can't force them to live in a sense of greatness. You're not even worried about rejection. The thing is, you are perfectly fine in doing you all by yourself, which can almost be to a fault. Being truly okay with being alone, absolutely. I think that it's absolutely amazing for you to do that. Be your own company. You're not going to hold yourself back anymore just based off of what some sort of standard is. This isn't a handicap for you. This is a true empowering strength. So let's see. No news is actually good news. I'm seeing this as your world is about to get very practical and quiet. Now, this does not go with the new beginning concept. I think that we are looking at the more practical and grounded energy. It's about to get a lot more quiet from all that chaotic noise, and this is going to involve, it feels like a lot of low vibing pettiness, which, you know, I get the psychotic pleasure of it. Sometimes you just want to be petty. But this is in a place where you're going to live in a sense of pettiness. This is in connection with people in situations who flat out refuse to do the work for themselves and will go against the grain in any stretch or way of the word with it and just really get stuck in this endless cycle. They're happy with this endless cycle. Unlike you, you have actively chosen this progress and saying yes to your path, yes to your growth. I know how that sounds, but you have done the work with it, which is why everything has been in such a chaotic mess, why everything has been so in the air, because you have been broken up to be resettled into something new. So let's see where this is going. Let's see. Okay. Wow, I need clarification on this. This went from all swords to all pentacles. So it's not you losing that fire. It's really not. It's you calming down. You just went through a lot. It has you on your, it has your defenses up. It has you being on guard. You know, fight or flight, of course we can do that. But the whole thing is now you're getting grounded and you're getting rid of anxieties in your life. You're getting rid of that nervous stomach. And you're getting rid of what seems to be something that is just to agitate your life. Any sort of agitation I see you closing off to because it's overwhelming. You don't want to deal with it. And I really wouldn't blame you. We have the Hermit in this. So it's very clearly about your spiritual awakening, using every single bit of pain and trauma of your life to be your guiding light into where you are going, not making it your compass, but lighting the way so you can avoid some sort of pitfall down the road, especially red flags in personal connections. what you are walking away from, the anxiety, the nervousness, is completely ungrounded, masculine momentum and authoritative energy. Somebody who was using their power in a negative way. Now, this can be somebody who knows that they're seen as attractive, or they're in some sort of spotlight, they're some sort of public figure, but you know them behind closed doors, and you know their insecurities, you know the weak points, you know every aspect of them, you know how they get in their own way. So it's taking away the illusion and taking away what seems to be their power play. You're not going to feed into that anymore with them. And I see that this is an emotional starvation from you to them, which you're setting yourself free. God, what is with these allergies? Nah. All right. So, Spirit, if you wouldn't mind, can we get some closing messages? Yeah. All right. It's time for you to disassemble from not twin flame energy. Let people go in your life who you don't really feel the energy to talk to anymore, just because you've known them since, I don't care, you were like 5, or maybe you guys grew up together. That doesn't mean it's owing a lifetime to anybody. There's such a crazy thing with everybody just, personal politics, got to get out of that. Personal senses of entitlement just because of the years spent. It's really, sometimes it's beautiful. You know, I'm not against lifelong friendships or, family connections. I love the idea of having those big, loud, and beautifully loving families. Not everybody gets to have that. Fully understand that. Don't live by some ideal way that is not resonant for you. Don't hold yourself in place hoping that somebody is going to change. Actions have to speak louder than words on this one. And of course, that energy of the action, pay attention to that. There's all these little layers with it. So we're going to look at this, because this is making a grand old appearance, and that's my favorite card in the deck. 2 of Cups. What's your deal? What's going on here? You want these connections, but you're incredibly guarded against opening up to them. You're not seeing the gift that life is trying to give you because you feel like you're not ready. You feel like you don't have enough of a voice yet. You haven't been through enough. You also have a sense of worthiness. So this is saying, please be very direct in what your wants and needs are. Be very open and clear with, obviously there's the law of attraction, but interactions with people, be very clear and direct. Don't leave anything up for interpretation, because it can and will be used against you, and or not at all. Any misunderstanding that can happen will happen, especially now during I think it's Mars retrograde. This is a place where you have to be very mindful of your actions and your words, because something can trigger what seems to be like the butterfly effect. Be very clear and concise with your words to avoid any sort of hardship or massive hardship. The Three of Swords falling out, I think that the less that you are, the more that you are watchful and not guarding like you're in this high tower or anything, but protective of yourself and very clear, not just giving your energy to any other person that's around trying to latch on to some sort of surrogate, you'll be drawing in the correct connections, and you'll be losing the pain in your heart and your mind and in your spirit. It looks like that anyways. So the base part of this part of the reading is not yet seeing your hard work pay off, which in a way is incredibly frustrating. So let's see. Yeah. We have the 4 of Cups again. Don't let the slow progress of this deter you. Oh, okay. Didn't quite come out. eventually you're going to feel like giving up and moving on, and that's just exactly what you should be doing. Giving up and moving on, not giving up on yourself or your way of life, but giving up on an ideal and allowing yourself to move on and making yourself the best version of you that you can be, and cutting away anyone that does not respect you or your boundaries. I'm not telling you to drop everything and run. I'm never doing that. This is just being completely clear and progressive for your life. So let's see. You have every right to question the people who are coming before you or the people who are trying to maintain a space in your life. But don't let yourself become jaded by the situation, because you will miss part of the journey on the way to whatever this particular destination is. I say particular because it's never one destination. It's a pit stop onto another destination. Open your eyes. It's emotional. You have a voice. Learn to use it. Do it unafraid. Speak with authority. You are getting into the divine masculine. You have to be that boss for yourself and rock any wave that's going your way. I hope that this reading made sense. This was your weekend insight on life and love for September 12th and 13th, 2020, also timeless. If you have questions about booking your own personal reading, my email is in the description below, also on the main page, and you can find me on any social platform. So definitely reach out, say hello, let me know where you are in the world. If you are new to the channel, I hope you enjoyed the show. Normally Fridays I had been going live, but I'm not feeling particularly well tonight. And it gets colorful here. So it's a lot of fun. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications. And if you see a thumbs up down below, go ahead and hit that and give me the what's up. I hope that this finds you well. I hope you have an amazing weekend. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, and know how loved you are. Take care. Talk to you soon.